Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Please give this video a thumbs up. Click the bell icon at the top of the page to get notified when I post a new video. Universal Channeling. Channeling the Conscious Universe. Mike Quinsey, Channeling His Higher Self, March 12, 2021. At last, events appear to have reached a point where it seems possible for a major event to take place. It could be just weeks away, but the timing must be absolutely correct as so much is at stake. It will certainly not be broadcast in advance, as it would give the Dark Ones warning of a long-established plan to make their supporters answer for their crimes against humanity. Such action would be the forerunner of many changes to restore freedom and the right to be allowed a peaceful life without fear and threats of violence. For too long mankind has been controlled and continually involved in wars, or threats of wars, that have been instigated by those whose agenda was for total world control and a major reduction in the population. To many of you, such claims may sound preposterous, and that is because the Dark Ones have been clever at hiding their activities. Although they have been bound by galactic law to make known their intentions, those with the power to respond to them have not taken sufficient action that could have thwarted their plans. However, matters have taken a turn for the better and the forces of light now have the upper hand. It is only a matter of time before you shall become aware of what has been going on. If you wonder why the Dark Ones have been allowed to reach such a point that the world has been under threat, it is because the game has to be played according to universal laws that revolve around not coming into conflict with your rights to exercise free will. Out of the chaos will come some massive changes, all for the good, although it may take some time before you see an obvious plan in them. Your freedom will be returned, to safely release all that is unsuitable for the new age that promises much that will ensure a happy, acceptable existence. Naturally, the inequality of life that presently exists will be gradually changed, so that all will enjoy a happy one in the prosperous times that lay ahead. We tell you these things so that you know your present suffering, and the poverty many are experiencing will end. Understand that all souls are equal and that their roles on earth are to gain the experience they need to evolve to a spiritual level, where the vibrations are much higher and where the negative ones and their energies cannot exist. You must have wondered at times what life was about, and its purpose, and hopefully it will now have become clearer to you. Unlike the last age that finished in 2012, you have since been given more freedom to decide your future and are laying down a pathway of opportunity that will reflect your desires. It will also be a time when your galactic friends can come closer and help with your progress. Know that they are all of a similar form to you, and some are almost identical. There are also robotic types that are normally used as workers in the same way as you have developed, but they are not recognizable as the human form. Automation has come a long way since you first developed it, and compared to the potential that exists, you have, so to say, only scratched the surface. All will come in good time, and as you become prepared, ideas for your future will be given to those amongst you who have the ability to develop them. The wait-and-see period continues as matters start coming to a head, and most certainly most of you will be surprised when you realize what has been taking place behind the scenes. We expect some major announcements in the very near future that will explain what has been taking place largely without your knowledge, although some of you have suspected what is behind all of the activity in the USA. In this present period where most people are housebound or very limited in their movements, it is an ideal time for moves to be made to curtail or stop the Dark Ones from escaping justice. There are moves to take them into custody and face trials for their crimes against humanity. However, it would not be the first time that proposals for such action have been held back, but it is inevitable, and plans are so advanced there is no doubt that they will go ahead very soon. After many years of planning, the final days of the Dark Ones are drawing near, but no doubt as is their nature they will fight to the bitter end. They are not noted for coming quietly, and to say the least there are many scuffles or worse to be expected. As we have mentioned, it is while the present conditions are ideal to make arrests by giving them little chance of escaping. As you might imagine, it will be a mammoth task to carry out, but in numbers the forces of light are in a superior position. There is unlikely to be another opportunity like the present time, so you can be sure that making the best of it is under consideration, so do not be surprised if action suddenly starts unexpectedly. Everyone who is of the light can help future events, and be the maximum help by thinking positively, and sending light and love to those souls who are in the front line, and acting in the name of peace and justice. There are clearly great risks involved to life and limb when confrontation takes place, but be assured that they do receive love and protection. Those of the light act to the universal rules of engagement, whilst the Dark Ones will use every trick they know to avoid arrest. It will however be to no avail, as the odds are now against them, as far superior forces are on the side of light. Remember that the power of light is formidable, and will repel and destroy the lower energies. It can be used by anyone who is a light worker, and providing it is focused and directed in a positive manner, it will help overcome the dark ones. You have come so close to being the prisoners of them, not imprisoned behind bars, but under their control, that they have failed in the final stages of their planned takeover of the Earth and her population. The forces of light were never going to allow them their final success, but it has been quite a battle to save humanity from their heinous plans. People will be shocked to learn the truth, because humanity could have been almost completely decimated. Have no fear, the danger has now been past and peace and happiness in a free world is on the horizon. Be patient, and do not lose hope, as everything is destined to ensure you benefit from the changes that will at last bring you all that you ever wished for, and much more. I leave you with love and blessings, and may the light brighten your days and path to completion. This message comes through my higher self. In love and light. Mike Quinsey. Website, treeofthegoldenlight.com.